Well, it's Christmas night. We got the Colorado all packed up. And getting ready to take off on a fun little adventure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
In half a mile, turn right onto US 23, Truck Winchester Avenue. Then turn right after GameStop. On US 23 South, signs for I-26 East, Johnson City. Continue for 85 miles.
Down, Virginia down. Where's the camera?
This camera does nothing with that sunrise. But it looks amazing in real life. And we are in a parking lot getting ready to cook
Can't wait.
on the North Carolina, South Carolina border. Oh, the through the night driving was for that. Yeah, that was worth it. I'm sure it looks tiny in video, but you know, 12 days of Christmas is still sore. Yeah. Presently sore in the legs.
All my muscles feel decent. Except my lower back.
My lower back got destroyed and my triceps.
Mine did because I keep it outside.
Absolutely amazing. It was warmer. Go swimming?
Yeah.
Oh, the falls is up there. We can make it. So after looking at maps, that's 411. That's the upper. And the lower is down there in South Carolina somewhere. Where's it at?
So here's the upper.
Yeah. Where's the lower?
All the way down here is the lower.
There's the lower. December 26th. In shorts and a t-shirt.
In North Carolina.
With some awesome views.
And the sun.
Really good view right next to me. Sandy. Small little parking area off the road, but short little walk. Oh, swim here too.
Oh, wow.
This one's a real strenuous walk. Woo! Another short hike to a dry fall. That's wet. We've officially made it an adventure. Gravel road. Single lane. To a hike. Hopefully a good hike. Either way, it's not paved. On the hunt for waterfall number 5. Rufus Murphy Trail or something. Sure is a pretty hike. Oh man. Yep, the hike paid off again. What more could you ask for? When you come across the perfect lunch spot, little waterfall, and smash tacos. These have quickly become one of our favorite meals. They're quick, easy, and relatively healthy, and cooking it in the warm and not the cold garage of Ohio was awesome. There's sweet waterfall, just driving down the road. Imagine fly fishing like that guy right down there. That waterfall all day long. Well, since we took the bougie truck with the heated seats and heated steering wheel and everything, we got ourselves a hotel room. Well, I did. For the night, and tomorrow morning's adventure should be fun. Pizza and a movie was what we decided to do for that evening, and then Lost Sea Adventure was my surprise to her. Giving ourselves our own little tour guide, putting some steps.
This reminds me of Red Rock.
Yeah.
Down in Colorado. That doesn't look drinking.
Because it drips water constantly, and it looks like it's dry. It is made up of 2 formations. The one on the top there is called stalagmites. The one on the bottom down there is called stalagmites. A good way to remember that is stalactites hang highly to the ceiling, and stalagmites might reach the ceiling one day. If they reach the ceiling, they'll form together and create a stalactite, stalagmite, as you guys can see is that column right over there to the left-hand side. Now, if you guys will follow me, please watch your step. Chief, named Chief Craighead, acquired this land through the Hiawassee Ocoee land grant. He would lead the EO council meetings out here with the tribe. Now we believe this because in 1927, a group of teenagers came down here and found Native American artifacts such as pottery, jewelry, and arrowheads. They're also displayed in our display case in the lobby.
Cave is seat. Can you imagine being a kid in the 40s? Just come across this. If there wasn't big city here and an attraction. We just went out in the caves one day.
And they poured boiling hot water over it, creating a liquid called mother's liquor. They'll take that mother's liquor, put it back into the vat, and they poured potash lye over it, which is lye soap, and more hot boiling water. They'll make the saltpeter crystals they're looking for. They do the saltpeter crystals and send them off to refineries to make gunpowder for the war. Also, as you pass by, you will see a date on the wall, 1863. That was carved onto the wall by a Confederate soldier using the burnt carbon end of his torch.
There's the 1863.
The U.S. Natural History Museum in New York, and they sent us back a casting of his head and his ball print. Those are also displayed in our display case in the lobby if you want to see those. Also in that room, in 1947, we opened up the Cavern Tavern. It was a bar down here in the cave. We had 3 dance floors, 3 moonshine steals, and live music on the weekends. Also in that room in the 1950s, we opened up as a fallout shelter in case of a national or natural disaster. We can feed up to 20,000 people for up to 2 weeks. They're good enough for us. Nothing like that ever happened. So we had to dispose most of the food over the years. We didn't keep some for ourselves. As you guys can see, the boxes and barrels down there. Those mostly contain salting crackers and barrels of water. Now there is one last thing to mention in this room, that is complete total natural darkness. Many of you guys help this one. If you guys can turn off any phones, watches, flashlights, cameras, or anything that right hand side, we call this the Baby Grand Canyon. You guys can feel free to take any pictures, videos that you would like. You might be able to convince your friends that you went to the Grand Canyon in the Lost Scene the same day. Now if you guys will follow me, please watch your step right here, just pretty steep. So I would recommend using the metal handrails on the right hand side.
There's steps up there.
Yeah. Probably from way
Changing
back in
the
then.
Water rushing down there. So it's Crystal Falls. Crystal Falls is the only visible water source that we see throughout the cave. The water is about 98% pure and 2% mineral. Those 2% minerals are magnesium and calcium deposits. Now also as we head down through there on the right hand side, you're going to see an authentic moonshine still from the Cavern Tavern itself. Now this walk right here is a bit of a warning. It's the equivalent to walking down and back up a 7-story building. So if you guys don't think you do that today, you can wait up here for these benches for about 20 to 25 minutes, alone, in the dark, and in the cave. But if you do stay up here today, you are going to miss the boat ride. Now by a show of hands, does anyone think...
Waterfall.
Don't be scared when that happens. It's supposed to happen. Also, when you're heading onto the boat, there's a small gap in the floor. Please step over that gap into the boat. And the gap is lake water. I would not recommend hiking out up here with a cold, wet leg. Also, as you're heading onto the boats, go all the way down to the end. Please have a seat. Please don't stand up and rock the boats. That will just increase your chances of falling. All the way back there and very back.
It does get greater.
All right, you guys, congratulations. You guys have now set sail on the Lost Sea. The Lost Sea is America's largest underground lake. This lake room is about 800 feet long, 220 feet wide, and it gets up to 65 feet tall from the water surface up to the tallest point in the ceiling. The average is out to about 4.5 acres. Now you guys may be wondering how these boats got down here. We hired Chuck Norris and a bunch of Vaseline. No, I'm just kidding, y'all. Bring them down here in 3 parts, and we weld them together on that clay beach area over there. Now also you guys may be wondering how these fish got down here. You guys might have seen a few. We stocked them down here in 1967 because of an experiment. So I'm so terribly sorry to break y'all's hearts. These fish are not natural to the lake. The experiment was, we thought if we tagged them with their name, address, and phone number, we would throw them down here in the water. They'll make their way up to the surface. And fishermen would catch them. They would call us and said that they would have our fish. We were another lake lid. But sadly, it didn't happen because fish could not see in the dark. So they just bumped their heads and come directly back to the light. The water. It was an 800-foot long tunnel. On the other side of that 800-foot long tunnel was a room that was twice the size of this one. And due to unsafe conditions, they could not make their way over there because of their air tanks causing a pressure shift, causing the settlement in the rock to fall down in front of them. Good enough for us. Everyone made it out safe. But if we were able to claim that body of water over there, the Lost Sea would be over 13.5 acres big. Now here in just a second, we're going to make our way back into the fish feeding area. That's where I get to feed the fish for you guys and also get to talk about more information about the fish. Passing directly up under our most active stalactite in the cave. She is called Daisy the Milky Cow. She drips over 40 times a minute. Now don't feel scared if you get dripped on. That is called a cave's kiss. It'll give you good luck for the rest of your life.
Hurry up, hurry up.
All right, y'all, don't be too bummed out if you did not get a cave's kiss. We are actually up under the men's restroom anyways. So hopefully your mouth is not open. That'd be a real bummer.
Currently making our way through Gatlinburg because we made the mistake to come here on a Saturday afternoon. All for some white chocolate moonshine. After a quick little moonshine tasting and wine tasting, it was time to find lunch in the warm weather. And so it was Big Kahuna Wings with their awesome mac and cheese bites and, of course, our favorite wings. Nothing like a stack of wings and a flight of sauces. Test out another Christmas present. Go for an espresso. I've had the grinder. Of course, I'm using iron bean coffee. Eating it. It's dripping out. I see it. And like that, there's an espresso. Hey, that one moves. Yeah, that one moves a good bit. It's finally not an easy trail so far. It'd be difficult to climb. Till you get out there.
I just climbed the crack.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't have my stuff with me.
Likely story. Forgot it at home. Top of the falls. Off into the Daniel-Boone. Going for Double Falls off of the Cat. We'll see if we can make her to that. We are in the middle of where that tornado hit. What was it? Somerset?
Yeah. We're supposed to be near London.
Had a water crossing. Definitely some road repair. Very recent. New rock put down. Only seen a guy on a four-wheeler who's been out this far so far. Two pickup trucks at that
Two
cemetery.
pickup trucks and a Subaru.
Subaru quit at the water crossing. Top's just ripped off. Wow. Oh no, we missed it. Oh, it's on the other side.
Proceed to the route.
It's a paddle wheel ferry in Kentucky.
On the Kentucky River. Huh. Security measures in effect. MARSEC 1. Wait for the GPS to freak out. Rerouting. I'm putting this in my video for all the guys at Hidden Motorsports that I work for. Carl, Chris. I left 70 degrees for this shit. -7. Yes, my truck identifies as a hybrid.